fun to watch. Haythorne versus Sumner. A gorgeous day in Wenatchee today. It's 80 degrees. A few clouds, little tufts of cotton candy on the bright blue sky. Kind of making it feel like a bit of a warm blanket, really.
Yeah.
Making it a bit of a muggy day today. I mean, light wind, blowing a little bit towards right field. The American flag is gone. I will note, it is no longer on the flagpole here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. We were noticing in games prior that it had gotten snagged on something on the flagpole.
It was actually torn.
Was it torn?
That's why it was snagged.
Yeah, that's why. So now they've just removed the American flag. So they'll have to just put up the American flag graphic on the scoreboard for when they go to the national anthem. So never seen that before. Never seen someone just take the American flag down and not put it back up. But
so they're getting a new one.
They'll get a new one.
Series.
Although they are doing a presentation of the color guard, I believe, here for a salute to service night at the ballpark presented by Gisa Credit Union. So they'll bring out the American flag, do a whole presentation for the national anthem. It's a gorgeous day today, like I said, at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Smith Slide, Jackson Dodd, happy to have you on the call here today. We're about to get to roster announcements and the national anthem here at the ballpark. Stay on the air. We got some more pregame coverage coming up. First pitch at about 6:55 p.m. Bit of a delayed start. Again, don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball, only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A huge crowd here today at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium for Salute to Service Night at the ballpark as the American flag is now walked off the field. A beautiful rendition of the American national anthem, and we have a really good matchup on tap here today. Kelowna taking on the AppleSox. And Jackson, let's take a look at who the Sox and the Falcons are rolling out here in Game 1.
Yeah, first off, for the Falcons, leading offensive center fielder Nolan Eberween. Batting second, it's the All-Star, the shortstop, Jacob Leving. He's one of the two All-Stars the Falcons are sending on the All-Star game of July 5th. Batting third, it's Reese Kozar. He's at first base today. Cleanup spot, it's the third baseman, Xander Cycle. And then batting fifth, the right fielder, Jacob Embleton. Sixth spot, the catcher, Josh Cunningham. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Justin Tucker. Batting eighth, the DH, Finley Buckner. And lastly, batting ninth, the second baseman, Cade Burnham. For the AppleSox, it's the recent All-Star selection just today. Raphael Dunn, he's playing second base as usual today. Batting second, the speedster, the right fielder, Kai McGarry. Batting third in his first game back at home at Paul Thomas, it's Kainoa Santiago. He's in left field today. DH spot and cleanup, it's Landon White, another All-Star. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Paxton Bigby. Batting sixth, it's Tyler Jones. He's the third baseman today. Batting seventh, the center fielder is Zach Doyle. Catching balls and strikes is Akanio Waduni. He bats eighth. And rounding off batting ninth is the shortstop, Bryce Hampton.
Now, 3 of 5 All-Stars in the starting lineup for the AppleSox. Raphael Dunn, Kainoa Santiago, and Landon White. Like you said, Dunn, that late addition. So he was just selected for the All-Star game today, this morning. I remember I was at home doing some prep for this game, and I get a call from our communications director saying, hey, just so you know, Raphael, he's just got selected for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I mean, that doesn't surprise me because Dunn, man, he is having a really, really good year. Batting .333 on the dot in just 15 games played. In those 15 games, he already has 20 hits, 15 RBIs, 10 stolen bases. And he actually beat the high water mark that Jonas Shields sets in 15 fewer games. So he has been just quick on the base pass, great defensively, great at the plate. No one really better to select for the All-Star game.
Yeah, and also a grand slam for him as well.
Yeah.
The Sox have hit 4 grand slams this season, Smith. They didn't hit a single one last year, so the last one was in 2024 coming into this season, and I believe it was July 3rd in front of the Fireworks Night crowd. So what a time to hit a grand slam for him. And this kid, more of a contact hitter, but he has the power. I mean, he can pull one down the right field line. Of course, you got the wind tunnel here at Paul Thomas. The flag isn't whipping out today, but you can just feel it. You see the trees blowing out there. And the Sox, really good performance in Port Angeles. They had 2 home runs of their own. Their 4th grand slam coming off the bat of Kai McGarry, then a 3-run shot by Tyler Jones in Game 1 against the lefties.
Here's Nolan Eberwein, leadoff man for the Falcons today, getting the start straight away center field. Batting .300 on the dot. 21 hits, 11 RBIs, 2 home runs, and he leads the team for doubles, 8 so far this year. He's done a great job of hitting the ball to the long part of the yard. As Haythorn lines and fires the first pitch of today's ball game, paints the outside edge for a strike. 0-1 count quickly on Eberwein. Haythorn working quickly, lines and fires the 0-1. That's fouled straight back, whizzes past Owaduni's head. 0-2 the count.
A bit of a later start time today. 6:55 was the rescheduled time, starting at 6:59.
0-2 pitch. Haythorn looking for a quick punch out. And he gets it. Delayed strike 3 call, but he frozen with the slider outside, and that's how today's ball game kicks off.
Yeah, this game delayed. Our 2 umpires today took a trip down to Yakima first, and then came up here to Wenatchee, had their series mixed up a little bit.
And the home plate umpire took about an hour to make that strike 3 call. This brings up Jacob Loving. First pitch to him is way high and inside, bends him away for a ball.
And Levy, no wonder he's an all-star. Bats .361, 22 hits, 5 RBIs.
And the 1-0 pitch gets the lower outside edge just by a hair. Perfectly placed to even the count.
Haythorn going at the batters today. Good approach.
1-1 offering. Here it is to Loving. Slider put perfectly on the outside edge. Strike 2. Haythorn looking really good in these first 2 batters.
And there's that slider. The fastball-slider combo he's got is deadly.
For back-to-back punch-outs. Can he get it? No, it's fouled straight back to the netting, and Loving able to stay alive.
94 miles an hour right there. You go with the slider, that's high 80s, and the fastball at 94, top shelf. Man, you got to tip your cap to Loving to stay in there.
Now 1-2 count. Haythorn for the strikeouts. He got it. Wave and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Haythorn here in the first.
And that's the message you want to send the Falcons today. They come into this game 1, this series, looking to upset the Sox, as it's really the number 1 versus number 2 seed team. And the Sox want to prove they're the big dog. Well, the Falcons want to prove that they just have not met this Kelowna team yet.
Now Reese Kozar batting with his back against the wall, 2 outs, no one on. His first pitch, he hits this high in the air, left field, blowing into foul ground. 3 men converge on it, and it's Tyler Jones who reaches up and makes the catch to end the inning. The Falcons go 3 up, 3 down here in the first inning. Haythorn with a pair of punch-outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're still scoreless into the bottom of the first. You'll see AppleSox baseball only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time. Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lakeshore Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit ncw.news for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
8 pitches and 3 outs. Mitch Haythorne took care of the Falcons quickly there in the top of the first inning. We're still scoreless, 0-0 into the bottom of the first. And the AppleSox about to get their first taste of Seth Sumner this year, the best pitcher thus far in the West Coast League, right-hander, who has one of the best ERAs in the entire league, 1.04. He's making his 8th appearance on the year, his 7th start. So he's finally done warming up. Rafael Dunn leads it off. Then it's Kai McGarry and Kainoa Santiago after him.
And that's Mitch Haythorne you want in that first inning. 3 up, 3 down, a pair of strikeouts. 9 innings pitched to handle the Falcons.
Now Dunn adjusts his batting gloves and now digs in to the left side. Recent All-Star just made the list this morning as Sumner takes the breath. Now winds and now fires. And he spikes this one in the turf right in front of the plates. Ball 1 to Dunn.
And yeah, Smith, you were telling me pre-game because, you got the call about it. Either somebody had dropped out into the shortstop position, they got injured, something like that, and that'll bring in Dunn for the opening spot.
His 1-0 pitch is painted on the outside edge for strike 1, 93 away from him. Wow.
Yeah, 29 strikeouts this year for Sumner. Best ERA, 1.04.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, the windup, and the fire. That's off the end of the bat, grounded weakly to third. Sealkin's got it, throw to first, they got the outs.
Yeah, just chase that breaking ball away there. Honestly, a ball out of the hand by Sumner, but Dunn made a little antsy in his at-bat. I don't blame him. You're facing Sumner, honestly, on paper, the best pitcher in the league. I'd be shaking in my boots.
There's Kai McGarry. Nobody on, 1 out. Still scoreless here, bottom of the first. This game just got underway. First pitch about 6:59 p.m. There's the first pitch to McGarry. He swings and just fouls it back to the glove of Cunningham. Again, 93 miles an hour from Sumner. He can really run it up on you.
And he's not scared either. He knows he's got the velocity for it through that center cut.
Next offering to McGarry. And he takes this one low, and it misses just downstairs for a ball.
94 miles an hour there.
1-1 count, 1 out, no one on. Sumner, the windup, and the pitch. And he bends the changeup in there, 87 miles an hour for strike 2.
You get a fastball at 94 and then changeup 87.
Very deceptive. 1-2 pitch. Sumner agrees on a sign, and here it is. And McGarry slaps this foul, spoils it, stay alive.
And McGarry, grand slam in game 1 against the Port Angeles lefties. His technically second home run of the year. Had one against the WC Fish Sticks, but it's non-league, so doesn't officially count on the record books.
And 1-2 count on him. Sumner looking for the strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he misses way low, way away to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A nice two-seam by him there. 89 miles an hour. Really good run.
2-2 count. McGarry trying to stay alive as best he can. Sumner trying to bear down. Here's the pitch. Grounded right up the middle. Chop into Loving. He's gloving it on the forehand throw to first. Pulls Kozar off the bag, and McGarry is safe.
And if McGarry didn't hustle out of the box like he always does, that could have been an out. I mean, with that, you force Loving to rush that throw because of the speed. And so with him hustling out of the box, it makes it a harder play on what would normally be a textbook second out.
So now, Kainoa Santiago, one of your all-stars this year, and for good reason, leading the team for home runs at 6 so far this year. As Sumner, from the stretch for the first time tonight, fires the first pitch to Santiago. He just clips the outside edge, much to Santiago's chagrin, kind of shaking his head at that. Runner on first, McGarry there. The infield single that he was able to hustle out. One away here in the first. 0-1 count of Santiago. Sumner. Long hold. And finally the offering. Santiago ground ball through the right side into right field. They're going to wave McGarry around second. He's into third. The throw in is cut off. The Sox have him on the corners.
That wasn't really a hard hit ball either by Santiago. Just dribbled it through the 4-hole, and it's enough to get the job done, putting the ball in play in a place where nobody was at.
Number 22.
Now another All-Star, Landon White. One of the 5 All-Stars. Another Gonzaga Bulldog. Santiago there at first, also from Gonzaga. And then Joe Thornton, one of the other All-Stars from Gonzaga as well. So trio of Bulldogs making their way to Victoria this summer. Runners on the corners. First pitch to Landon White. And he takes that one just on the outside edge for a strike.
Yeah, the home run record is 9, held by Taylor Sparks and Adam Nelubowicz. And he's only 3 away. He's on track for it so far this season.
Landon White behind in the count early. Sumner trying to work himself out of a jam of his own creation. 0-1 pitch. Santiago takes off. Swing and a miss at the top of the zone. The throw down. They got him by a lot. Santiago gunned down, trying to steal second. McGarry stays at third base, so now 2 away with a runner on third for the Sox.
Yeah, Cunningham, what an arm there. And, you know, our P announcer, Avery Cooper, was telling us pregame that, you know, he called some of the games for the University of Portland where Cunningham is from, and he's telling us that he just has a cannon and that they were going to see it today.
And the Sox get a front row seat to it. Now 2 outs and 0-2 count on Landon White. Sumner to slam the door here in the first. Here's the offering. And he misses with the slider away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Everybody clap your hands.
White, the All-Star, looking to come up big here.
Guy McGarry at third base. 2 outs here in the first inning. Still scoreless. 1-2 count on White. Sumner to end the frame. Grounded to short. Loving playing it on the run. Sets his feet now. Throws to first. Gets the out. And finally retires the side. The AppleSox, no runs off 2 hits. No errors. And 1 man left stranded. Just can't quite capitalize. And we remain scoreless as we head to the top of the second. I'm Smith Sly, joined by Jackson Dodd. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball. Only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Looking for a quality used Euro car? Visit Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales in East Wenatchee by the airport. Locally owned with vehicles fully inspected, serviced, and reconditioned by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair. Don't buy a mystery car from another sales lot when you can buy with confidence from the team at Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales, next to Eric's Euro and Wenatchee Rental Cars. Check out their inventory at WenatcheeEuro.com or call 509-888-7697.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 150 First Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
Embark on your next RV adventure at 12 Tribes Lake Chelan Casino. Full hookups, lakeside views, and gaming just steps away. Reserve your perfect spot today at ColvilleCasinos.com. 12 Tribes, Colville Casinos, far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. So it's Xander Thielkin, Jacob Edmilton, and Josh Cunningham due up here for the Falcons. And there in that bottom of the first, we saw Cunningham really show off the cannon he has. He gunned down Santiago, who was trying to swipe second. It was the second out of the inning. And then Landon White grounded out to short to end the frame and leave a man stranded. As Haythorne still on the mound for the AppleSox, winds and fires the first pitch to Seelkin. And he gets that right on the outside edge for a strike.
Really good location by Haythorne here, looking to repeat a 3-up, 3-down inning.
He was efficient there in the top of the first. Can he do it here? As the 0-1 pitch put almost in the exact same spot, strike 2. Sealkin yet to get the bat off his shoulder.
He's just clipping the outer black. Just barely painting it.
For strikeout number 3 tonight. And this is going to be chopped to second. Dunn on the run. Has to hurry the throw, and he gets it there with plenty of time to spare for the outs.
A nice candy hop there. Oh, it's going to be a tough play until hit the lip and hit him right on the chest and an easy sidearm throw. And a nice stretch by Bigby over at first.
And Bigby just got to the team in that third game against Edmonton. And they ended up losing that game. And the team apparently was telling him that he was their bad luck charm for that. Here's the first pitch to Embleton. And he gets this on the end of the bat, shoots it right to Dunn. For the second straight play to him, he completes it for the second straight outs. And then you go to Port Angeles and you get the sweep. And I was talking to Bigby today, and he said, it's safe to say the bad vibes, the bad juju has worn off now after that Port Angeles series.
Yeah, and this guy, he is a man with so much energy.
Yeah. That's Josh Cunningham now, starting catcher today. 2 outs here, no one on. The pitch from Haythorne. And he fouls this one straight back over the heads of all the fans here on third base side in the parking lot.
Yeah, in Port Angeles, they would, of course, play their, inning music between, and he would dance every single time.
0-1 count quickly on Cunningham. Haythorne looking for another efficient frame. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he misses this one low in the turf. Ball 1.
Something I'm noticing about Haythorne's delivery today, it looks a lot smoother than the past outings. It's like a machine.
1-1 count to Cunningham. The pitch from Haythorne lines this directly up the middle, and neither Hampton nor Dunn can play it. Trickles its way to Doyle in center. That's a 2-out knock for Cunningham.
Yeah, weak line drive just shot off the hands there. Just a nice lucky placement for him.
So now brings up Justin Tucker. 2 outs and a man on. Cunningham there at first. Tucker, sophomore out of La Mesa, California, Palomar College. There's actually quite a few guys on this lineup for Kelowna from Palomar. And it is one of those schools that they draw from. And that's Haythorne from the stretch for the first time tonight. He lifts and delivers. And this ball hit high. Third base side, drifting over and just out of play. It bounces right in front of the Burger Grill, just outside of the AppleSox dugout. As a couple of young AppleSox fans will clamor for that ball.
So Palomar College in San Marcos, California. I'm sure where that is.
That's the thing about California cities. There's so many that you could say a random city name and say it's in California. I believe you. 0-1 pitch, Tucker. And he flinches at the curveball but doesn't swing. He takes it for a strike.
A lot of sands.
Yeah. San Antonio, San Jose, San Francisco, San
Diego.
Diego, thank you.
And San Marcos.
And San Marcos. 0-2 count. Haythorne to end the inning. Grounded up the middle to short. Hampton gloves it, kind of got handcuffed. Throws across to first, not nearly in time. Tucker beats it out, and now 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the seconds.
Really close play there, and really good job by Hampton. He had to go all the way up the middle near shallow center field to glove it, and a hard hop as well, kind of ate him up, but he was able to swallow it up with his glove, hits it chest high, and a good throw, but Tucker just beat it out.
Haythorne got a quick pair of outs, and now has 2 runners on. Cunningham at second, Tucker at first. Brings up Finley Buckner to the plate. And the start today in left field as Owoduni wants to go out and have a little chat with Haythorne about something. And while they do that, let's take a second. Let's thank Banner Bank. At Banner Bank, we're excited to cheer on the Wenatchee AppleSox at home and away games. Banner Bank, member FDIC. We're huge fans of local sports in the community and proud to support AppleSox baseball. We hope to see you at the ballpark. Banner Bank, member FDIC. Haythorne back up on the mound. Owoduni back behind the plates. Like I said, Buckner at the dish. Batting with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Still scoreless here in Wenatchee. Game 1 of this 3-game set. Sun's still shining. It's 79 degrees at the ballpark. As Haythorne looks to second and now fires to Buckner. And again goes to the slider and paints it away for a strike.
Buckner, just shy of 200, batting 188. He's got 12 hits this season and 10 RBIs.
He's behind this count, 0-1. He's a redshirt sophomore of Oak Park, California. His 0-1 pitch. Runs inside, kind of handcuffed him, got jammed, but fouls it off. Now 0-2 the count.
That slider really fooled him. You could tell he stepped into the bucket, as you would call it, with his load. Stepped more towards third base rather than directly at the pitcher, opened him up. And now he can go away if he does that same exact load technique here.
Familiar sight for Haythorne, an 0-2 count. Can he end the inning? Here's the pitch. And he chops this to third. Jones playing it on the run. He pump fakes but makes the throw across with time to get the out. Now that ends the inning. The Falcons get no runs off 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We are still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Come celebrate Independence Day at the 12 Tribes Colville Casinos with our Independence Day hot seats. From noon to 4 p.m. July 4th, every hot seat player will have a chance to win up to $1,000. Play your favorite game for your chance to hear your name called for a hot seat and be one of 15 guaranteed winners walking away with $1,000. Don't miss the Independence Day hot seats July 4th at all 12 Tribes Colville Casino locations. Coulee Dam, Lakeside, and Omak. 12 Tribes Colville Casinos. Far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Buddy's Home Furnishings has furniture, home electronics, appliances, and computers to suit any home. Whether you're looking for sleek and modern or classic and cozy, Buddy's has furniture for every room that we know you'll love. With our flexible payment options and free delivery and setup, you'll be glad that you went with Buddy's. Still scoreless here on the bottom of the second inning. Paxton Bigby getting his first at-bat in front of this home crowd. And back from the left side, going up against the right-hander, Sumner, who was able to get out of a really sticky situation there in the bottom of the first. And he winds and fires first pitch to Bigby. That's put perfectly on the outside edge for a strike.
Yeah, both pitchers today just dotting the outer edge. Doing a great job of getting those calls.
0-1 count on Bigby. Blank canvas. He leads it off. Here's the pitch to him. And that pitch on the lower outside edge put perfectly again by Sumner. Like you said, Haythorne, Sumner, really great command early on this game. 0-2 count. Sumner for the punch out. And he spikes this one in the turf, and Cunningham has to work to keep it in front.
Good eye by Bigby. You could tell he saw it out of the hand. Reading that below the knees, easy take.
Now Bigby batting .273 coming into today. Fairly impressive series there against Port Angeles. 1-2 pitch. Just low and outside. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Cunningham trying to sell it there.
Yeah, why not, right? When it's a 50-50 call right there, now you got to do your own side of it, try and sell it.
Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the seconds. Sumner winds and fires. Way inside, Bigby jackknifed away. That'll fill the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs, no one on for Bigby. Leadoff man here in the second. Payoff from Sumner. Well outside, ball 4, leadoff walk for Bigby here in the second.
First walk awarded in this ball game. The Sox have a history of walks. In game 1 against lefties, 16 walks awarded to them in that ball game. That was 1 walk shy of the 17 walks in a single game record.
And brings up Tyler Jones, runner on, no outs. And Jones hit a little bit of a snag recently. Hitless in his last 2 games, $158 his average. Sumner's first pitch to him, well upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, Jones now playing third base, giving James Castano a bit of a break.
And Bryce Hampton's taking over for Jones at shorts. So just kind of shuffling things up in the infield, figuring out what sticks. 1-0 count. Sumner's pitch to Jones. Inside, did it catch a piece of his helmet? It did, as Jones is taken off the bottom of his leg guards and now stops. He'll climb back into the box. Apparently it did not clip a part of his helmet.
I think he thought it did initially, but
yeah,
he never saw anything from the home plate ump. And I have a brief little intermission as Cunningham going to go talk to Sumner here.
And so on that pitch, wild pitch, Big B will skip into seconds. And of course, Jones just having to continue his at-bat. From up here, it sounded like it caught a piece of the plastic on the helmets. But apparently, it just somehow evaded his helmet. And they have a conversation. Let's take a second and thank People's Bank. People's Bank wants to help you buy your dream home. From buying the land to building the house. Local lenders and local decisions. Welcome home. Welcome to People's Bank. Equal housing lender, remember, FDIC. Now, Jones back in there now. Quickly a 2-0 count on him. Runner in scoring position now. Bigby there at seconds. As Sumner comes sets. Checks to the bag. Looks home and now fires. 2-0 pitch. High and away. Ball 3.
Looking at back-to-back walks here. And Sumner only walked 7 batters so far this season through 34 and 2/3 innings pitched.
3-0 count on Jones. Sumner doesn't want him to get away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just high, just away by a little bit. Great take by Jones, and it's back-to-back walks here in the seconds.
I'm going to bring up Zach Doyle. On Doyle, this guy's been so hot lately in Game 2 against the lefties. 4 for 4, 4 runs scored. He had 2 doubles and 2 walks. He reached every single time in that ball game.
Yeah, he's batting .526 so far this year. Granted, that's only in a handful of games, but numbers don't lie. And he's got a 5-game on base streak as well. Trying to make that 6 here. Clutch hit would break this game open, score the first run of the evening. Sumner's pitch. He squares the bunt, pulls it back. The pitch was well high, well outside. Ball 1.
And Doyle's a fast guy, too. Playing center field, filling in for Jonas Shields, who left after his first half contract expired.
1-0 count on Doyle. 2 runners on. That's Jones at first. Bigsby at seconds. Sumner set. Now pitches. Doyle squares the bunt and fouls this one off straight back to the backstop. That'll leave him the count.
Yeah, he could have held back to that pitch a tad high. Of course, with those pitches, especially ones that are top of the zone, they're going to be a bit harder to put a bunt down as you're rushing your hands up, and sometimes that's going to cause you to pop it up. That's the last thing you want when you're trying to show a bunt.
And so, sensing some troubles there on the mound, pitching coach for Kelowna, Josh Towers, will walk out, have a little chat with Sumner, who, like we said, is one of the best arms in the entire West Coast League, arguably the best pitcher in the entire league, and right now showing quite a few cracks. Gave up that leadoff walk there to Bigby to start the inning, then another walk to Jones, and now 1-1 count on Doyle. A good spot here for the Sox to strike first. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning. Game 1 of this 3-game series versus Kelowna. Sox in the first place spot in the West Coast League North Division. Kelowna in the second place spots. Here's 1-1 pitch to Doyle. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. That's right down the middle for a strike. And the count 1-2 on Doyle. 10 hits so far this year and only a few games played. And he wants to make it 11. Keep his hot streak going. Can he do it? Here's the 1-2. Swings and misses. It gets away from Cunningham. And they'll call that strike 3. And that's the first down of the inning.
Yeah, I hate to see that. That's just not the at-bat you want. I mean, you were bunting. You get a fastball down the middle, and he pulled back on it. I don't know. A little unsure what pitch he was looking for. Maybe went a bit lower.
If you want a pitch to bunt, the one right down the middle is about as perfect as it gets. Now it's Lacanio Waduni. Kid fresh out of high school. Getting his feet wet at the college level before he moves on to the University of San Diego. His first pitch, he crushes this deep. Left center field. Tucker going back, makes the catch. Everyone has to retreat back to their bags. 2 outs now here in the seconds.
Waduni, bit of a pull hitter.
Yeah.
And honestly, usually that will benefit most hitters, especially on WCL. However, Paul Thomas, it favors if you can go oppo for a righty, and if you're lefty, if you pull the ball. Just the wind tunnel out to right, so it's very hard to hit out to left field. So O'Dooney going to have to adjust, let the ball travel just a bit more, and slap it the other way.
Here's Bryce Hampton, batting in the 9-hole spot for the Sox today. Starting shortstop, kid from Bozeman, Montana. And Sumner's first offering to him. He ran that inside, right past his belt buckle for a ball. And Bozeman, Montana, beautiful part of the state of Montana. It's kind of a skiing town, so in the winter it really picks up tourism. A lot of people go to Bozeman. Also the home of Montana State University, college town. 1-0 count on Hampton, the pitch. That's on the outside edge, taken for a strike. And Sumner's been living there on that outside corner. Been putting it there all night. And this game just getting underway. Bottom of the second, still scoreless. 2 outs here in the second, 2 runners on for the AppleSox. Bigby at second, Jones at first. Hampton at the plate. And Sumner's 1-1 pitch. Way inside, it grazes his Evo shield. That's a hit by pitch. That'll load the bases.
And Hampton knew it too, though it wasn't a hard contact hit. He felt it graze, and he was very adamant about it. He turns right to the home plate up Thomas Glynn and just keeps on top of it. He's like, hit me, hit me, hit me. And so now bases loaded, brings up top of the order the All-Star Raphael Dunn.
No one better to have up in this situation. Bases loaded, 2 outs, still a scoreless game. When you smell blood in the water, you got to pounce. And the Sox are going to be leaning on Dunn to get done right here. That was unintentional, by the way. And Dunn 0 for 1 today. Sumner, the breath and the pitch. And Dunn fends this off. Tailing into foul ground on the third base side. Sealkin underneath it makes the catch, and the threat quickly retired. The AppleSox were able to get no runs off no hits, no errors. 3 men left stranded. They did similar to what they did in the first inning. So we remain scoreless now into the third frame of action here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Don't go anywhere, though. It's a close game. It's 0-0 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
What makes us so unique in the community is our pledge to generosity and excellence. At the heart of the Moeller family and our dedicated staff lies an unwavering dedication to the well-being of our community. We are proud of our role as a local family-owned funeral service provider. For us, it's not just about conducting funeral services, it's about extending a hand of compassion and support through life's most challenging moments. We stand ready to walk with you through these difficult times at your pace, caring for and supporting you each step of the way. Brookside Funeral Home, where compassion meets commitment.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special health care needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
Now the Sox were able to get the bases loaded, but left them stranded there in the bottom of the second inning. Raphael Dunn got really handcuffed on a fastball inside and popped it up to third to end the inning. So we remain scoreless now into the top of the third inning. Cade Burnham leads off for the Falcons. After him, the lineup card flips over for Nolan Eberwine and then Jacob Loving, the all-star on the roster for the Falcons. As Burnham digging into the right side. Haythorne's first pitch to him. Center cut, grounded hard to third. Jones has got it. Throw across, tons of time to get the outs.
Yeah, Jones playing really far in today over at third base, pretty much on the lip. When you have James Castano, who's at third, usually plays pretty far back, so just have 2 different play styles, and it's working well for Jones today.
So Nolan Eberwine getting his second at-bat of the day. Struck out looking to start this ball game at the top of the first. First pitch today was at 6:59 p.m. delayed by over 20 minutes. On the first pitch to Eberwein, way upstairs, easy take, ball 1. Now Eberwein out of Henderson, Nevada, currently at USC, University of Southern California. Here's his 1-0 pitch. He ran that inside past his kneecaps, ball 2.
Yeah, Haythorne, really efficient so far. 23 pitches, now in the third. He's doing well.
Behind in this count, 2-0. He winds and delivers. And he goes to the breaking ball and just can't quite find the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. And Eberwein, coming out of high school, was a top-ranked third baseman, the number 1 ranked third baseman in the state of Nevada. As his 3-0 pitch is right on the lower inside edge for a strike. And was the number 10 overall player in Nevada. So very highly coveted out of high school. And he's got a good count here, 3-1. Haythorne's pitch. And he goes after it, hits it high, hits it foul, straight back and over our heads here in the press box. And Eberwein, he started out as a third baseman and now made that transition to the outfield, playing straightaway center today for the Falcons. Been 300 on the dot so far this year. His payoff pitch, he slaps this high, foul ground, third base side. Jones giving it a look right in front of the AppleSox bullpen, and it drops right in front of him. He was trying to fight the rail and lost the battle.
A lot of pop-outs towards Jones's way today. Did a really good job of reaching them. That one, just a tough play, got to battle the field and not able to glove it.
So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes on Eberwein. And apparently his favorite movie is The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good pick, right?
That's a very great pick.
Yeah, arguably the best of the Nolan trilogy. Payoff pitch again to Eberwein. Check swing, did he go? The look down. Yes, he did. Owajuni was already thrown to first. They complete the play. The 3rd strikeout tonight for Mitch Haythorne.
You know, you kind of got a feel for Eberwein there, as there was no official strike 3 call, and so they try to appeal down to first base, and Gray didn't see the appeal, so they just threw it on to first anyways, and they get the, finish the play out there. But Eberwein never knew if it was a drop 3rd, if it was ball 4, so he didn't hustle.
And first pitch, Jacob Loving, just over the top rung, ball 1.
And so if you're Eberwein there, a little frustrated, because you didn't have the opportunity to know whether that was a drop 3rd strike or not.
Next pitch to Loving. Lines this over the head of Hampton at short. It parachutes into left center field. It's a 2-out knock for Loving here in the 3rd inning.
I know this inning's just flying by. When you have the easy ground out, first pitch ground out, and then a strikeout. And then now first pitch ambush tactic for Jacob Loving, the All-Star.
And this game just moving by really quickly. 7:36 p.m. here in Wenatchee. First pitch was basically 7 o'clock. So 30 minutes and about 2.5 innings already in the books. And brings up Reese Kozar. Haythorne, the long hold and the pitch. And goes to the curve and puts it right in the zone for a strike.
Yeah, Haythorne's a guy very unpredictable on the mound. He makes it hard for the opposing batters to guess what he's going to throw next.
And they'll pick off to first, and Loving back in safely. So Kozar at the plate, junior out of Amherstburg, Ontario. I'm trying to say Amherstburg 5 times fast. 0-1 count, the pitch to Kozar. No, Haythorne's going to pick off again to first, and again, Loving safe. And Kozar last summer played for the Valley Blue Sox in the New England Summer League. As his 0-1 pitch ran way inside past his knuckles.
Never heard of that one.
The Blue Sox, the North New England Summer League?
Honestly, both. The Blue Sox and the New England Summer League.
Yeah.
There's a lot of summer leagues out there.
Yeah, and a lot of really weird names. Blue Sox, AppleSox.
This one's cool, though.
1-1 pitch is grounded right back to Haythorne, who gets it in the glove, shortens up, throws to first, completes the play, completes the inning. The Falcons get no runs off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left stranded here in the 3rd. We're still scoreless moving to the bottom of the 3rd. This game looking like it's going to come down to the wire about a 1/3 of the way into it. I'm Smith Sly, joined by Jackson Dodd. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball, only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
Are you ready to embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley? Well, look no further than the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing, where the vibrant energy of Pybus Market meets the delightful world of craft beer and gourmet cuisine. So the All-Star Seth Sumner still on the mound for the Falcons, showing why he's an All-Star. He's gotten into trouble the last 2 innings, but has managed to get his back out from against the wall. As his first pitch to Kai McGarry is slapped high to right field shallow. Embleton and Burnham converging on it, and it's Embleton, the right fielder, who makes the call, makes the catch for the first outs.
And in the AppleSox today against Sumner, I don't think the ambush tactic is directly the greatest approach. As Sumner, of course, we know he has the best ERA in the league, and, you know, that's just not a stat you can ignore. He is at least top 3 in the league on the mound. The Sox really have to work their counts and see some pitches.
And good velocity, good movement, good command as well. He's got everything you want out of a dominant pitcher on the mound. As he winds and fires the first pitch to Santiago way downstairs for a ball.
Santiago leads the AppleSox and hits homers, walks, and RBIs.
Basically the best bat in the lineup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no sugarcoating it. 1-0 pitch. Pains it on the outside edge. Santiago watches it for a strike.
And you would usually think the guy who leads a team in walks doesn't have a lot of homers. The fact he has 6 homers and 27 walks, it's amazing to see.
And here's his 1-1 pitch. Santiago swings and misses on the changeup that disappeared on him. 1-2 the count.
And there's a home run derby on July 14th, the day before the All-Star game on the 15th. Really hope we can see Santiago partake in that.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. He's a kid who really excels at just crushing balls over the right field fence. 1-2 count on him. Sumner, the pitch. Lines to center field, tailing towards the gap as Everwine waves it down, flags it down for the outs. So 2 away now here in third.
And the other thing, but I don't know if you've read up on it, but the game is streamed on MLB.tv, MLB app, and MLB.com. So these guys get a lot of big league attention.
A good opportunity for people to potentially get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, guys like Owaduni for the Sox, who isn't going to the All-Star game, but could potentially get drafted. And now Landon White steps in for the Sox. His first pitch is yanked outside, very obviously for ball 1.
And then White's another guy going to the All-Star game. Leads the team in average with 350, 28 hits, just 2 shy of Santiago.
1-0 count on him. 2 outs, no one on. Here's the pitch. And he takes that one on the lower outside edge against Sumner. Just breaking out the paintbrushes early on against the Sox.
Indeed.
And he's got 1-1 count against Landon White. 0 for 1 today with a ground out to Loving back in the first. Here's the offering from Sumner. And there's the slider. Landon White learned from the first time, doesn't offer at it. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Learning from him. That's what White does very well. He struggled out of the gate this season, but then turned up the heater.
2-1 pitch. Landon White slaps this foul straight back, straight out of play.
I mean, you joke, it was after he shaved the mustache.
Yes.
That he went in on that Player of the Week campaign.
You know, I was talking to him about that earlier today, and he said, you know, baseball, sometimes just how it works is you got to change something, and sometimes the thing you got to change has nothing to do with baseball. It's just shaving the stash. 2-2 count, 2 outs, no one on. Sumner looking to sit down the Sox in order. Can he do it? This is lined right field, going back. Wynn carrying it way out of here. Landon White, AppleSox solo home run, and the Sox strike first.
We always talk about it, Smith. The wind tunnel here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium is no joke. Landon White knows it as well, and will open up this ball game 1-0.
A 2-out home run to get the first run on the board for the Sox. First run of this game. Safe to say, that's a quab.
Number Spaceman, number 25, Paxton Bigby.
And it brings up Paxton Bigby, who's got a tough act to follow now. 2 outs, no one on, and that solo shot from Landon White goes after the first pitch, jams shot over to the left side as Sealkin, the third baseman, cuts off Loving, makes the throw to first to end the inning. But the Sox able to punch Kelowna in the mouth. Landon White, a solo home run the opposite way. So the Sox get 1 run off 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base here in the third inning. 1-0, Sox on top. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball, only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Have you ever thought about how much you're on your feet? A comfortable pair of boots can make a real difference. If you've had a hard time finding a good pair of boots, visit Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, where you'll find a good selection of Danner boots, including Light 2s, Vicious, and Radical 453s. They also carry Smoke Jumper and Hawthorne white boots. Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, 811 South Wenatchee Avenue.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Lipke Insurance. We've been serving the residents of the Wenatchee Valley since 1917. Over the years, we've expanded into communities across the state of Washington and beyond. We are proud to offer insurance products from many of the top carriers to help protect our friends and neighbors. Whether it's home and auto or farm and business insurance, we have the markets and the people to get you the right coverage at competitive prices. We are here to provide help before you need it. Let's talk today.
Lipke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
Now the Sox strike first here tonight in the bottom of the third. Landon White slaps the ball the opposite way, and the wind does the rest, carrying it out over that right field fence. Now into the top of the fourth, it's Xander Sealkin leading off for the Falcons, and he watches strike one bend in to the zone.
Haythorne doing a good job on his first pitches of the at-bats, mixing up an off-speed with a fastball.
0-1 count on Sealkin. No one on, no one out. Here's the pitch from Haythorne. And he puts it on the lower outside edge. Oweduni able to yank it back in for a strike. 0-2 the count.
Looking for 4 strikeouts here. Haythorne just been dealing today.
For a quick punch out here in the fourth. Here's the pitch. And he grounds this on a few skips to second base. Dunn, it gets underneath his glove. That's going to go down as an error on Dunn and put a leadoff base runner on for the Falcons.
And sometimes with those textbook slow rollers, those are the hardest ground balls you ever get, especially that one. It didn't even skip at all. It literally was a slow roller. No skips at all, just rolled, kept on rotating. And for Dunn, when he's running in, it's hard to stay all the way down on that ball, and it just escaped his left hand right there.
Now it's Jacob Embleton. Game to start today in right field. His first pitch is a fastball right inside for a strike. And the Sox up 1-0 here in the top of the fourth. Landon White, that solo home run, got him on the board early as Haythorne picks off to first, and Sealkin back in safely. And now with a runner on, no outs, Falcons looking to claw that run back, making things interesting about midway through this game. 0-1 pitch to Embleton in the dirt. Oweduni has to slide over to keep it in front, and evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. A beautiful day today in Wenatchee, 78 degrees. Sun's starting to go down, but plenty of sunshine here. As they'll pick off to first, and they're going to get Sealkin here in a pickle. Haythorne goes over to cover the bag. Dunn flips to Bigby, lays down the tag. They got the out, and they cut down a runner.
Either way, they were going to get him out there, as you had Haythorne over at first, and then Bigby backing him up there as well. And they had two options there. You go Haythorne, Bigby. Bigby was just the closest option.
So that leadoff base runner erased for the Falcons. One away here in the fourth inning. No one on. Blank canvas for Embleton as Haythorne winds and delivers the 1-1. Grounded sharply to Dunn, who scoops it up, throws to first. There's out number 2.
Makes up for the error right there. All you can do, flush it and move on. And that's what these guys learn at the collegiate level, is you're going to make mistakes, but those mistakes help you become more successful. You learn from them.
So now 2 outs here in the fourth after a leadoff base runner got on via that error from Dunn. And now Sox able to potentially hang a scoreless frame here. Here's Josh Cunningham, his first pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the glove of Owaduni. 0-1 the count.
Cunningham, the first hit of the ball game for the Falcons today in the second.
Behind in the count, 0-1. Haythorne looking to end this inning as quickly as he can. Here's the pitch. Grounded right up the middle into center field. 2-out knock for Cunningham.
Man, these guys doing a great job of 2-strike hitting so far. Just grounds one up the middle right where it's pitched, not doing too much.
Man, Haythorne, for the most part, has been dealing, but only 3 strikeouts to show for it. And that's testament to 2-strike hitting, great approach at the plates, just not allowing themselves to get outs. And brings up Justin Tucker, starting in left field today. Haythorne's first pitch to him. Slider right on the outside edge for a strike.
Yeah, not the Ravens kicker.
0-1 count on Tucker, 2 outs and a runner on. That's Cunningham there at first with that 2-out single just a few seconds ago. And here's the 0-1 to Tucker. And he spits on the slider away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, other hit in the second came off of his bat. Only 4 hits in total for the Falcons today.
1-1 count, 2 outs. Haythorne, long hold. And now the pitch. And missed with the slider inside. Kind of slipped out of his hands. It's going to get a 2-ball, 1 strike count on Tucker.
You know, though he's had some previous command issues, you wouldn't really know it today. And this is the Haythorne who we saw last year, who was an all-star. Top prospect in the North Division. Led the league in strikeouts, 54. He's starting to show his old self today.
2 balls, 1 strike. Haythorne coming set from the belt buckle. Checks to first. And now delivers. 2-1 is just a hair high. Ball 3.
Really good pitch there by Haythorne. Just doesn't get the call.
And the Sox wearing their navy blue jerseys today with the white pants. Red delicious hats for them. 3-1 count on Tucker. Here's the offering. And he slaps this to right field high but shallow as McGarry comes in a few steps, makes the catch, and that's the inning. So the Falcons, no runs off 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left stranded on the base pass. 1-0 Sox still holding on to that 1-0 lead off that Landon White solo home run. We're into the bottom of the fourth. Don't go anywhere. AppleSox Baseball. You're listening to it on the AppleSox Radio Network.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank member FDIC.
Batter up for a big milestone. A proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies, is celebrating 25 years of trusted HVAC, electrical, and development work in our valley. Beyond their expertise, Salcedo is hitting it out of the park with philanthropy, generously supporting over 70 nonprofits, churches, and schools across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. They're proud to be locally grown and committed to keeping our valley a great place to call home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
1-0 Sox on top. They hang their fourth straight scoreless frame as Tyler Jones will climb to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth. After him, Zach Doyle and then Akani Owaduni. As Sumner still on the mound for the Falcons. He winds and delivers to Jones. And he takes this on the outside edge, strike one.
This has really turned into a pitching matchup today. Though you had the solo shot by White, the Sox only 2 total hits today.
0-1 pitch to Jones. Way inside. He has to kind of jump out of the way of this and even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
But the one caveat for Sumner today, three passes, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch.
He's at 1-1 count here on Jones. No outs, no one on. Jones is going to slap this to right field, down the line, and fair. That's going to be extra bases. Jones around first, digging for 2. The throw in, not in time. Feet first slide, stand-up double for Tyler Jones here in the fourth.
What a way to start off here, delivered with the AppleSox third hit, but tip your cap to Embleton. What a throw from right field down the right field line in foul territory. I mean, Jones beats it out maybe by just a step.
Now Zach Doyle has to follow up that leadoff double for Tyler Jones. His second of the year, 4th hits of the season as well, trying to improve that 158 average for him. Whereas Doyle, the opposite end of the spectrum, 526 his average in the first pitch to him. Lines this to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. They're going to hold Jones at third. Runners on the corners for the Sox.
Good bounce back for Doyle. Hit a rough at-bat in the second with the strikeout there. And a nice single to deliver and put runners at the corners like you said, Smith. And also good base running by Jones. Goes halfway, watches, and ensures that Iberween does not haul it in.
And send it right back to where it came from, directly up the middle. And it'll bring up Akani Owaduni, your beer batter today. Currently 0 for 1. Flew out to left field back in the seconds. And now, no better time to come up clutch with the base hits. And Jones dancing around there at third. Sumner unfazed as he kicks and deals to Owaduni. High and tight, a close shave for ball 1.
Jones, another guy with lots of energy. Just going to bounce around, trying to do as much as he can to annoy Sumner.
And that was 90 miles an hour up and in on Owaduni. Young kid, 17 years old. Here's his 1-0 pitch from Sumner. Way upstairs, 91 that time. Sumner can't quite get the fastball under control.
Yeah, Sumner's showing some cracks to the perfection today. Struggling with command. We only have 1 strikeout today.
And he's got runners on the corners here. Doyle at first, Jones at third, Owaduni at the plates. Looking to come up big. And he watches the 2-0 pitch dance in for a strike.
And right after I say that, a beautiful breaking ball right there. Drops it in perfectly.
2 balls, 1 strike the counts. Sox leading 1-0. Wanting to extend that lead. They need as much cushion as they can get. Sumner. Long holds. And the pitch. Slider on the lower outside edge. Just there for a strike. And the home crowd begs to differ. The unpaid officials, as we might say. Not happy with that call. But Cunningham able to steal a strike. 2-2 the count. Sumner for the strikeouts. Spiked in the turf outside. Owoduni thought about offering at it, but wisely holds up. Fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And Thunder will step off here. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Owoduni. No outs. 2 runners on. Doyle at first. Jones at third. Thunder looks to first, now looks to third. Comes sets. And the payoff pitch to Owoduni. Doyle takes off. Owoduni swings and misses on the pitch upstairs. They throw down to third. It gets into left field. Jones is going to run home. Doyle sliding into third, head first. He's safe.
They're going to call batter interference over on Owoduni. Owoduni arguing it here as he was still in the box.
I was about to say, the play that just unfolded, Owoduni just stood his ground in the batter's box after swinging and missing on the pitch upstairs. So the question is, what's going to be the final determination? Will Jones score? Will Doyle be safe at third? As the home plate umpire and the field ump will come together and discuss. And I'm not brushed up on my rules for this about what should be what happens if they do call him out for batter's interference. He stood his ground, basically, just did not move after he struck out. And Cunningham really sold it, banged into him when he was going to make that throw down to third.
Yeah.
Ends up sailing it into left field. So the question is, what will be their final determination?
And so when he's throwing, the one caveat is Owoduni did kind of move a step. You know, he stood his ground. He stayed in the box, but he did kind of shift his angle of his body a little bit, looking towards third. And with that, when Cunningham jumped up and threw it, he hit the elbow of Owoduni. So that's why the throw went wide. And we'll see, though, because Owoduni, you know, he did really hold his ground. He stayed in the box, and the job by Cunningham is to create an angle away from him.
And they're still talking this out. Let's take a second and look at this day in baseball history. Presented by NCW News, the NCW News Network, accurate and intensely local news from North Central Washington. So check ncw.news for community stories every day. On July 10th in 2022, so just 4 years ago, the AppleSox sweep a doubleheader against the Nilo Night Owls to cap off a 3-game weekend sweep at Sarah Zuman Stadium. Wenatchee ekes out the win in Game 1 as Mason Philly files only 1 run over the final 4 innings of relief for a 6-3 win. The AppleSox were up for 13 runs in the top of the 6th inning of Game 2 with 19 men coming to the plate to pull off an 18-1 win in 7 innings. Joichiro Oyama stole 4 bases in Game 1 for the first 4-steal game by an AppleSox in a single game since Zach Mandelblatt swiped 4 bags against Kelowna on July 6, 2007. And it seems that the final determination is that Jones is out and Doyle has to be plopped back on first base. So 2 outs here now in the bottom of the 4th inning, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe Jones might still be able to stay on at second. We'll see.
Well, he was on third base. So the question is, does he stay at third? Does Doyle now at first base? They move him all the way back over there. Darlington took offense to that call. So they officially called Jones out, plus the strikeout from Owoduni.
Yeah, we'll look at the rule book here, and it says when the batter interference is called, the batter's out, the ball's dead, but both advancing base runners must return to their previous occupied bases, which, you know, would leave Jones
right where he was.
Yeah.
And clearly it's not getting through to the home plate umpire as Darlington's having a little tete-a-tete with him. And, of course, Bryce Hampton waiting patiently to take his at-bats. And it seems that Darlington's pleas will fall on deaf ears. So, again, 2 away here in the 4th. That run does not come across to score. Score still 1-0. Sox leading, but could have been 2-0. And Hampton climbs into the right side. 0 for 0 today. Hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. He's got a runner on first. That's Doyle there. And the first pitch to Bryce Hampton. Doyle takes off. Hampton hits this high. Deep to right field. Embleton going back, turning around, makes the catch right in front of the warning track to end the inning. Well, the AppleSox able to threaten in a big way here in the 4th, but gets no runs off 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left stranded. They still lead 1-0, but some meat left on the cutting room floor here in the 4th inning. And they're about to have the catch-up and mustard race here at the ballpark, so stay on the air and find out who won. Was it catch-up or was it mustard? We'll see when we come back for the top of the 5th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Hop into my Chevy. We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Friendly, professional staff where they take care of all of your dentistry needs. Fillings, cleanings, root canals, crowns and bridges, orthodontic appliance therapy, oral surgery, and dental implants. Complete dentistry for the whole family, where their experienced staff takes pride in offering comfortable care in a relaxed atmosphere and strive to exceed your expectations. Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Now at their new home at 445 Mission Street, across from Banner Bank in Wenatchee. The convenient parking off Mission and 5th Street.
Since 1977, Hagelin's Trophies has provided North Central Washington with the best in awards. Capture those special memories with a trophy, plaque, or award from Hagelin's Trophies. They also engrave name badges, desk and wall signs, and can customize your badges, signs, and awards with your logo on their laser engraving system. If you need promotional items, they can help there too. Hagelin's Trophies, 123 North Chelan in Wenatchee, and at Hagelin'sTrophies.com.
Finley Buckner leads off for the Falcons here in the top of the 5th inning. Haythorne still on the mound, winds and fires. Goes to the slider, drops it in for strike one. And the Sox from 90 feet away there in the bottom of the 3rd inning, bottom of the 4th inning from scoring their second run of the game. And here's the 0-1 to Buckner. He slaps this foul out of play. And of course, a batter's interference from Oeduni cuts down Jones trying to score. So end up losing that runner, and then just a batter later, inning ended. So like I said before, some meat left on the cutting room floor. 0-2 pitch to Buckner. Wave and a miss on a pitch outside. They lay down the tag, and that is strikeout number 4 for Haythorne.
Haythorne, filthy today. On guard there, a bit of a sword.
That's going to bring up Cade Burnham, batting in the 9-hole, starting second baseman today. Yeah, sword's about the best way you could possibly describe that. Buckner just wasn't even sure what to do with that pitch. Now the first pitch on the way to Burnham. Right down Main Street for a strike.
Haythorne, his best outing so far this season.
He's been dealing. He's ahead on Burnham. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is outside. Burnham flinched the hands, but holds up. Ball 1. And it's 1-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Sox got on the board from a solo home run from Landon White the opposite way over the right field fence. That was back in the 3rd, of course. Haythorne's 1-1 pitch. And Burnham takes this on the upper outside edge. Perfectly placed. Strike 2. And Haythorne has just been living on the corners. And now looking for back-to-back punch-outs. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Froze him. 92 on the outside edge. And there's 2 away in the 5th.
Haythorne, wow. This guy's showing why he led the league in strikeouts last year. 54. He's got 5 so far today. Whether it's swinging or looking, he's got the Falcons number.
And that wins free socks for fans here at the ballpark. Now lineup card at the very top for Nolan Ellerwine. And first pitch to him, he takes for a strike. Eberwine, pardon me. Haythorne working very quickly. 0-1 count. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Pitch to Eberwine. He fouls this off his lead leg. Strike 2. Before we send it to break, the Sox had the catcher muster race. It was an exciting one. At one point, Mustard had to go back to pick up the sword they dropped, try and catch up, and he just couldn't quite do it, and catch up won the race. 0-2 counts on Eberwine. The pitch from Haythorne, that's skips right in front of home plate. It's ball 1. Now 1-2 strikes on Eberwine, wearing that all-gray Falcons jersey for them on the road. Here's the 1-2. Inside, skips in the turf and hits off of Owaduni's shoulder, spits away from him. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Haythorne looking to strike out the side here. What a way to potentially cap off this inning.
Can he do it? 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Yes, he can. Fooled him with the slider. And Haythorne has just been phenomenal tonight. 6 strikeouts for him. Sox still lead 1-0 into the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be on it here in a little bit on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
3 up and 3 down in the 5th. 5 straight scoreless frames and 6 strikeouts tonight for Mitch Haythorne. He's got change for a nickel, as you might say. He has been incredibly efficient. Now in the bottom of the 5th, Raphael Dunn, top of the order, will lead it off for the Sox.
Leading off, the second baseman, number 16.
Yeah, Sumner gonna face a guaranteed 2 All-Stars here, Dunn and Santiago. Both guys who have been very reliable with the Sox this summer.
Sumner gets his sign, takes the breath, and now fires the first pitch to Dunn. And he gets jammed on this in the hands, fouls it off, 0-1.
Yeah, Dunn yesterday, man, what a performance for him. 3 for 5 with a pair of doubles, an RBI, and a run scored.
0-1 count on him. He waves the bat, prepares for the 0-1 pitch. Sumner, set from the chest, now delivers. Way outside, ball 1. I mentioned 2 guaranteed All-Stars here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Landon White, who had the solo home run in the 3rd. Another All-Star as well. Here's the 1-1. Wave and a miss. Raphael Dunn really fooled there by the breaking ball. 78 slowed him down. Strike 2.
Yeah, ball out of the hand there. He has better discipline than that.
And he's 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a pop out. 1-2 count. Pitch from Sumner. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball again. Dunn didn't learn his lesson. That's how things start here in the bottom of the 5th.
Can we said it, but it's really a pitching duel today. Both teams very limited in their offensive production. The Sox really relying off that 1-run shot by Landon White today. That was really all they had offensively. But the Sox will take it, right?
And that was White's 2nd home run of the year. He's DHing today. And he's been just exceptional since arriving. First pitch to Kai McGarry, just on the top rung for a strike.
McGarry reaching an error in the 1st today. The only error by the Falcons today.
0-1 count on him. Sumner's pitch. And he gets handcuffed on this, but fouls it off into the netting. 0-2 now the counts.
Grand slam in game 1 against the lefties. Leads the team in stolen bases with 14. And in game 3 against the lefties, he was caught stealing, which does not happen very often.
0-2 count. Sumner for back-to-back strikeouts. He can get it. Wave and a miss from Kai McGarry on a phenomenal curve from Sumner. And there's 2 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6, Kainoa.
So it brings up Kainoa Santiago, the other all-star in the lineup. Rafael Dunn, Kainoa Santiago, Landon White, the 3 WCL All-Stars who are starting today for the Sox. 2 outs, no one on. The pitch from Sumner. Just outside, can't get the edge. 1 ball, no strikes.
As Santiago just back from a concussion, played his first game yesterday, first AB, a 2-run homer.
1-0 count, pitch from Sumner. And Kainoa slaps this foul right into the netting over the heads of the AppleSox in the dugouts. And the count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here, no one on. Sun's starting to go down here in Wenatchee. 8:13 p.m. This game really moving along. Sumner's pitch. Way inside, right past Kainoa's knuckles. That misses for ball 2.
It's crazy to think. A great run for Santiago. Really played as a freshman this year at Gonzaga.
Here's his 2-1 pitch. And he grounds to the right side, right at the first baseman, Kozar, who gobbles it up. Calls off Sumner, steps on the bag for the outs, and that is the inning. Sox go down in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and of course nobody left on base. Sox still lead 1-0, moving into the top of the 6th inning here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Discover what premier senior living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Contact Lipke Insurance for your home, auto, life, health, business, and farm insurance. Here before you need us. Peace of mind delivered online at lipke.com. First pitch, Jacob Loving is right on the lower inside edge for a strike.
And Haythorne, 59 pitches coming into this 6th inning. This guy very efficient.
There's 1-0 pitch to Loving. And he misses with the slider low and away. And now someone's starting to move around in the AppleSox bullpen, but when we were at break, we noticed that there wasn't a soul down there. Haythorne really rolling here, efficient through 5 innings thus far. And the 1-1 pitch is shot through the right side, right through the 4-hole for a leadoff single off the barrel of Loving.
And it just threw his hands out there, found a barrel, and it found a gap through the 4-hole.
That's quality at bat number 5 for the Falcons today. They've been doing a good job of getting some quality at bats, just not able to get them when they matter, with runners in scoring position per se. And that brings up Breeze Kozar. Runner on first, Loving there. Just had that leadoff single. And Kozar 0 for 2 today. And Haythorne's first pitch to him. Long hold, now the offering. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball really slowed him down. And Kozar just couldn't get to it.
And Kozar definitely looking fastball there. Slider just absolutely fools him.
0-1 the count, no outs, and runner on first. Loving there at the bag. Haythorne from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Pitch is low, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Home plate umpire makes the call himself. Strike 2 on Kozar.
Kozar just getting kind of lazy there. You know, he kind of checked his hands, but he didn't try. He just let his bat swing around.
He's behind in a big way, 0-2. Haythorne for his 7th strikeout tonight. Can he get it? And he'll pick off to first, so we'll find out after this. And he's trying to keep Loving at the base. Only 1 stolen base for Loving this year. He's got a great lead at first. Haythorne will pick off again. Bigby lays down the tag, but just not in time.
Thumb was closer there, nearly got him.
Haythorne looking for 7 strikeouts as he'll pick off again, and again, Loving back in safely. Really showing Loving some love there at first.
Gotta love some Loving over at first.
Exactly. Kozar waiting patiently for his 0-2. Haythorne for 7 strikeouts. He'll pick off to first again. Man, it's getting comical at this point as the home crowd is growing anxious. They want either a strikeout or a pickoff.
Yeah, this is really just to center himself back in, you know.
0-2, the pitch to Kozar, painted on the outside edge, strike 3, the pick down to first, not in time. It's 7 strikeouts for Haythorne and 1 away here in the 6th.
Haythorne's like, all right, I'll get the strikeout here. Let's throw back down, you know, give Loving some more love.
And that pitch was almost perfectly on the outside edge. You could fit a feather between the space between that ball and the outside corner. And it brings up Xander Seelkin. 1 out, 1 runner on. Loving still at first base. And Haythorne, long holds. Here's the pitch. Seelkin watches the slider slide onto the outside edge for a strike.
Yeah, Haythorne, a fastball, 2-seam changeup slider combo. Haven't seen much of the changeup today, but the other 3 he's been frequenting lately.
Loving getting that real long lead at the bag. Pitch to Seelkin. He grounds this to third. Jones cuts it off, throws the second, got the out. Throw to first. There it is. 5-4-3 double play, and the Sox hang their 6th straight scoreless frame. 1-0. They lead. We're into the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see if the Sox can extend it when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Let's give a big hand to a proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies. Celebrating 25 years of serving our valley, Salcedo does it all, from top-tier HVAC and electrical expertise to major local development. Today, they're proving their philanthropic heart by supporting over 70 local organizations across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties, including our very own Wenatchee AppleSox. Locally grown and deeply committed, Salcedo continues to invest in everything that makes our valley home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
It's time for the WCL Scoreboard Report presented by Exala Wellness. Visit exalawellness.com and discover holistic, non-invasive care tailored just for you. So, Jackson, what do we got going on in the West Coast League?
And we start off the report off hot and upset. The Port Angeles Lefties upset the Bellingham Bells 2-1 today. Did not think that was going to happen today.
And Landon White leads off for the Sox. He is hot today. 1 for 2 with that solo home run. The pitch from Sumner runs inside for a ball.
Marion Berries and Edmonton scoreless right now in the 2nd. Kamloops Northpaws on top, 4-1 over the Victoria Harbor Cats in the top of the 6th there.
And 1-0 pitch now from Sumner. Landon White takes this high for a ball.
Of course, you have this game, 1-0 Sox against the Kelowna Falcons. Springfield Drifters up 4-1 over the Corvallis Knights. And Walla Sweets up 10-0 over the Yakima Valley Pippins.
2-0 count on White. Sumner's offering. And the slider just gets onto the edge for a strike.
Final 2 games, Port Angeles Pickles winning 7-2 over the Richfield. The Raptors top of the 4th in that ball game. And the Nanaimo leading 5-1 over the Bend Elks, top of the 6th there.
Sumner gets his signs, takes the breath, comes set. Here's the 2-1. Landon White swings and misses on the breaking ball. It's going to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that upset win, Port Angeles over Bellingham, is huge for the Sox. Although at the moment, you need a team to be able to beat Kelowna, who you're playing at the moment, but you can beat them right here tonight.
2-2 pitch to White. Way outside, easy take to fill the count, 3-2.
So that hands the lefties their 8th win of the season, and it moves Bellingham 4 games back from first place at 20-14.
And it's almost comical for the lefties. Really struggling this year. Payoff pitch to White. Inside, ball 4. Kind of spun him away. Leading off base runner for the Sox.
And the lefties kind of riding a high after last night. Yes, they lost, and they got swept. But losing 5-3 against the best team in the WCL, there's something you can go home happy about.
That was the 3rd walk tonight given up by Sumner. And a leadoff walk at that. I say it a lot. Leadoff walks score about 90% of the time. And brings up Bigby. One of the other men who walked today. Walked in the 2nd and grounded out to 3rd in the 3rd inning. Sumner, his first pitch to Bigby. Check swing. Yes, he did. Strike 1.
Bigby walk in the 2nd, ground out in the 3rd. 3 for 11 entering today.
Behind the count, 0-1. No outs and a runner on base. That's Landon White there at first. Leadoff walk just a few moments ago. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bigby. Grounds this to the left side, diving, Loving at short, can't make a play. It hits off his glove in the left field, and the train keeps on moving for the Sox. White to 2nd, Bigby to 1st.
Only their 4th hit today for the Sox. Excuse me, their 5th. They just keep on rolling here. A really good AB by Bigby. Not doing too much, keeping his hand inside the ball and hitting the other way.
And one of those 5 hits, the solo home run from Landon White to deep right field. That just blew over Embleton's head out there. Here's Tyler Jones, 2 runners on, no outs. Great spot here for the Sox to extend their lead. I said that a number of times today, but Sumner has just found ways to wiggle off the hook time and time again. And he looks to 2nd and now delivers. Jones squares to bunt, pulls it back, pitches high, ball 1.
And it appears Lucas Smith, the righty from Ontario, going to be warming up in their bullpen.
Sumner already into his 6th inning of work. So about time for someone to come and give him some relief. 1-0 pitch to Jones. Squares the bunt again. This time the pitch misses low. Pulls it away for ball 2.
A bunt here would be huge. Sometimes you got to play some small ball to produce some runs.
Yeah, runners on 1st and 2nd. No outs. You almost always bunt. It's just kind of a given, especially at this level of baseball. 2-0 count. Sumner. The pitch to Jones, squares the bunt, and drops it right in front of Sumner. He picks it up, has no play but first base. They get it there, but it scoots White to 3rd and bumps Bigby to 2nd.
Small ball wins ball games right there, and now it puts both guys in scoring position with only 1 out for Zach Doyle, a guy who's been very hot lately.
And Doyle's starting in center field today, and for good reason. 10 hits, 1 RBI, 6 walks, 526 his average. 2 doubles so far this year, even though he's only played in about 5 games. And they could use a double from Doyle right now. Deep part of the yard would score a pair of runs and extend that Sox lead. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's high and outside, ball 1.
We got the infield in trying to cut off the run. We're trying to keep the AppleSox to minimal damage here in the 6th.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the 6th. Doyle looking to come up big when it matters most. He's 0 for 2 today. Pardon me, 1 for 2. Here's his 1-0 pitch. Hits this high and deep to left center field. Tucker settles underneath it, makes the catch. Landon White will tag. He will score, standing 2-0 AppleSox here in the 6th.
That's why you bunt right there. moves your guys along in a sac fly to deliver it. And the Sox just do a great job with sacrifice hits. They are 6th in the league with sacrifice hits with 11. Kelowna is actually last. They only have 1 sacrifice hit this season.
That's Doyle's second RBI this year. And brings up the beer batter tonight, Akani Owaduni. 2 outs and a runner on second base. That's Big B. This crowd wants Owaduni to get a hit. And first pitch to him is center cut, strike 1.
The yelling beer, I can't tell if it's the crowd or the dugout or both.
I'm going to go with both.
Yeah, it's a safe bet.
AppleSox love the beer batter promotion here at the ballpark. 0-1 count, Owaduni looking to win some discounted beer for the fans. He takes this pitch low for a ball.
And his last at bat had some pandemonium going on. Was called out after a batter's interference that could be argued against.
He's at 1-1 count here, 2 outs, 1 runner on second. Sumner's pitch. Owaduni cuts and fouls it back to the glove of Cunningham. That was 93 upstairs.
Man, you're facing some high-level talent. To think that it's the best pitcher in the league going against a kid who's only 17, it's crazy.
This is where you show your mettle, prove what you can do, prove why you could potentially get drafted. 1-2 pitch, bottom rung, got him looking. Owaduni, his second strikeout tonight, and it strands a runner there at second base. But the Sox strike for 1 run here in the 6th inning off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man stranded over at second base. 2-0. They extend their lead, but just barely holding on to that 2-run margin. Let's see if they can hold on to it when Mitch Haythorne goes back out on the mound for the top of the 7th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Eric's European Auto Repair and Sales is proud to support Wenatchee AppleSox baseball. Eric's is the #1 place for European auto repair anywhere in Central Washington. For service, repair, diagnostics, and more, visit ericseuro.com. That's ERIKSEURO.com to book online or call or text 509-888-7696. Open weekdays 7:30 to 6 with after-hours pickup and drop-off available. Enjoy 50% off rental cars when your vehicle is in the shop.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with a local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
At Valley Tractor and Rentals, they promise to deliver best-in-class customer service before, during, and after the sale. And that people make sure that promise is kept. So to end the bottom of the 6th inning, Owaduni was locked up by 95 miles an hour on the bottom rung from Sumner, who very obviously was just emptying the tank. His day most likely done. He's given up 2 runs here in this game. Of course, that Zach Doyle sack fly there to get the second run. So Fueling giving everything he's got in his last batter.
Yeah, and a great outing for him. I mean, he's showing why he is one of, if not the best pitcher in the leagues. But Haythorne giving him running for his money today.
And he's trying Embleton, Cunningham, and Tucker, his 3 guaranteed Falcons here. And his first pitch to Embleton is a slider that slides onto that outside black for a strike.
Clint Beck, the All-Star, is warming up in the AppleSox bullpen, so you're going to get another great arm after Haythorne.
0-1 pitch to Embleton. Yanked outside. The fastball couldn't get into the zone. Yeah, Beck has been phenomenal out of the pen for the Sox this year. 4 saves. 1-1 pitch to Embleton. He takes outside. And Haythorne been incredibly efficient. His 67th pitch, now his 68th pitch there. Winds up and fires the 2-1 to Embleton. And he cracks this high, shallow right field. Dunn takes a few steps back, makes the call, makes the catch for the outs.
Easy can of corn there. What a way to start out the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Josh Cunningham.
So 1 out, no one on for Cunningham, who is 2 for 2 today. Multi-hit game for him. Single in the second, single in the fourth. Both quabs. 5 quabs so far today for the Falcons. And first pitch to Cunningham. And he takes the breaking ball on the inside edge. Strike 1.
Cunningham 2 for 2 today. The only guy who holds that stat.
Behind in the count, 0-1. Haythorne's next pitch. Crushed down the right field line. Hooking and foul as it one hops the wall on the warning track, but now 15 feet to the right of the foul pole.
He got all of that ball, 101 off the bat, just a hair in front of it. That wouldn't have been gone if it was in fair territory, but easily a double.
And Cunningham, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. All muscle, I'm assuming. 0-2 pitch from Haythorne. Way upstairs, ball 1. And Cunningham finished his last spring at Seattle University batting .213. Pretty competent bats. Here's his 1-2 pitch. And he goes after the slider, hits it high, straight back, foul, right into the crowd as it bounces over the bleachers. And count's going to stay put. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sticking to the off speed now, go to a change up and a slider right after that hard hit foul ball, as he knows Cunningham has the power to send it over the right field wall.
And Cunningham, no home runs so far this year. It's Haythorne delivers the 1-2 swing and a miss. The breaking ball sits down Cunningham. 8 strikeouts tonight for Haythorne.
This guy, man, we said it before that, you know, this season he struggled with command. He showed a glimpse of his past self from last year. We led the league in strikeouts at 54. And today, Mitch Haythorne is back.
And he's been dealing against the Falcons, as now he winds the first pitch to Justin Tucker. And he misses over the top rung for a ball.
And Haythorne, too, last year, which, Smith, I don't think I told you this before, was the day 1 starter from the whole entire season. May 30th, he started for the AppleSox.
Winds the 1-0 to Tucker. Swing and a miss. That was 89 miles an hour up and in on him, and Tucker just spun around.
And then he finished for the whole entire postseason. Haythorne, one of the only guys who stayed the whole entire summer.
Haythorne winds the 1-1 to Tucker. And he misses upstairs this one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And so with that, earned top prospect at the North Division for the All-Star game there.
He's got 2 outs here, looking for another punch out. And he goes to the slider. It falls out of his hands, and that's going to make it a 3-ball, 1 strike count on Tucker.
Of course, a bit of a rocky start this year, and of course joined a bit later on the AppleSox than last year, so not able to earn a All-Star selection.
And he's got 8 strikeouts tonight. Just struck out Cunningham swinging a few seconds ago. And he's got a good count here to Tucker. Hitter's count. Here's the 3-1. Tucker swings and fouls it into the glove of Owaduni. That's going to fill it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Haythorne looking for 9 strikeouts here. 76 pitches so far, and no walks.
Looking to cap out off his outing on a high note. And he spikes it outside, ball 4. That's going to put Tucker on base with 2 outs here in the 7th.
You know, you're going 7 innings, 6 2/3 officially, and that's the first batter you walk with 8 strikeouts. Man, that's an incredible outing. No runs on top of that.
And the first blemish really on his ledger. That walk there at Tucker. Brings up Finley Buckner, redshirt sophomore out of Oak Park, California. As Haythorne dangles the arm, comes set now. 2 outs and runner on. His pitch to Buckner. Swing and a miss on the slider. And it's really been fooling him time and time again. Yeah, Finley, Buckner. Not a lot of guys with the first name Finley. Bit more of a niche name. 0-1 count. Haythorne. Long hold, and now the pitch to Buckner. And he thought about offering at it, but that pitch missed way low, ball 1.
I know a guy named Finley.
Well, my brother's name is Finley.
Oh.
One of the other people, only people I know who's a guy named Finley.
Shout out Finley Sly.
Yeah, there's a lot of Finns, F-I-N-N, but he's F-I-N. 1-1 pitch. And just misses outside, ball 2. Finn, short for Finley, of course. My family's known for unorthodox names. Finley, Smith, you know. Give them unique names, niche names, you know. 2-1 pitch from Haythorne. And Buckner will foul this off over the crowd and out of play.
Another strikeout chance here again. Still waiting for his 9th.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Haythorne wants to slam the door on the Falcons here. Can he do it late in the 7th? For strikeout number 9. There it is! Wave and a miss. 9 punch-outs for Haythorne. He has been dominant here in Game 1 against the Falcons. And now the Sox up 2-0 into the bottom of the 7th. They're going to look to extend it. Don't go anywhere. This is AppleSox Baseball, only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi, folks. Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Come celebrate Independence Day at the 12 Tribes Caulfield Casinos with our Independence Day hot seats. From noon to 4 p.m. July 4th, every hot seat player will have a chance to win up to $1,000. Play your favorite game for your chance to hear your name called for a hot seat and be one of 15 guaranteed winners walking away with $1,000. Don't miss the Independence Day hot seats July 4th at all 12 Tribes Caulfield Casino locations. Coulee Dam, Lakeshore, and Almac. 12 Tribes Caulfield Casinos. Far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
After 6 long frames and only 2 runs given up, Seth Sumner finally makes his way to the dugout, takes a seat. His day is done. And 2-0 going into the bottom of the 7th. He'll be relieved by Lucas Smith, the sophomore out of Temecula, California, on loan from Palomar College. Like I mentioned, one of those schools that is clearly a feeder towards the Kelowna Falcons. This is going to be Smith's 8th appearance on the year. His 5th, his 4th in relief. He's got 5.6 ERA. I do some quick math there. I was looking at the numbers. Trying to do some subtractions hard, man.
It is.
And he's going to face Bryce Hampton here to lead off the 7th. First pitch to him. And he takes it on the lower outside edge. Perfectly placed for a strike.
It's going to be hard to follow up Sumner's performance today. I mean, this guy just dealing. Came into this game with a 1.04 ERA, gave up 2 runs.
Smith winds and delivers the 0-1 to Hampton. A real weak wave and a miss. Hampton, a late decision on that swing. And the count 0-2.
Yeah, all arms there. He was so far out in front of it. Did not engage his lower half.
Smith looking for a quick punch out here in relief. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? They'll look down. He did not. Ball 1 to Hampton.
A little close for comfort there.
And Smith, 16 strikeouts, 3 walks coming in today. 1-2 count on Hampton. Here's the pitch. Flinched the hands. Ball was outside. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Everybody clap your hands.
Yeah, Bigby redshirted at WSU in 2025. Now at McLennan Community College.
2-2 count on Hampton. Smith, long windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one up out of play to stay alive. And Hampton redshirted his at Washington State University in 2025. Didn't play at all. Go Cougs. That's where I go to school. Good baseball program. Won the Mountain West this year. 2-2 offering to Hampton. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Cunningham picks it up, throws to first, completes the play for leadoff strikeouts here in the 7th.
6 total strikeouts on the Sox today, and a good start on the outing for Lucas Smith.
Number 60, Raphael Dunn.
So now Raphael Dunn, the all-star for the Sox, 1 of 5. Initially had 4, and Dunn got the news today that he was going to be an all-star, as did all of us. It was a bit of a shocker, but not really when you look at his numbers. Here's the first pitch to him. Dunn will chop this to first, but foul, as Kozar goes over to play it right in front of the first base coach, Ian Sagdahl.
Yeah, more just the timing of it than anything. His stats, well worthy of an all-star selection, and we'll see him on July 15th with the Home Run Derby starting on July 14th. Game time's at 6:35.
Chances are we see Santiago in that Home Run Derby.
High chance.
Showing off the power. 0-1 pitch to Dunn. And he cuts this one off the end of the bat and foul. That pitch was high and away, and somehow Dunn just got a little sliver of the wood to it.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think last year they did a home run derby. Last year, I believe it was a combine.
I see.
They did they ran 60s.
Yeah.
They did, not like a home run derby. They hit BP on the field and all that fun stuff.
0-2 count on Dunn. Smith for back-to-back punch-outs. Can he get it? And this is shot on the ground to short. Loving gobbles it up, throws to first. The pick gets past Kozar. It bangs off the Falcons dugout. Dunn thought it was out of play. He dives back into first. And now the umpires are trying to confirm that ball was in fact out of play. They'll award Dunn second base. Now there's a runner in scoring position for the Sox with 1 out here in the 7th. Pandemonium at Paul Thomas.
Yeah, pandemonium as well as Dunn swung on a pitch that was clearly a ball. It was at least a foot outside and high, but he just got his hands to it and delivered.
So it's 2 strikeouts for Smith here in the 7th. He got Hampton swinging, just got Dunn swinging, but the pass ball now put him on first, and then the ground ball puts Dunn at first, and then throw gets away. He's into second, brings up Kai McGarry. 1 out and a runner on second base. That's Dunn. Smith from the stretch now, set from the belt. Here's the pitch to McGarry. Inside, McGarry swings and just gets handcuffed on it. Foul.
That's not the pitch to swing at. When it's an 0-0 count, need a breaking ball. He sees the spin early. You can recognize it. However, he's just waving at it when he needs to lay off those spinning pitches and go for the fastballs.
0-1 the count on McGarry. Starting right fielder for the Sox. Smith looks over at Dunn, who's dancing around at second. And now here's the offering to McGarry. Ran way high, way inside for ball 1. So Dunn at second base, reached via a single and then a ball that got away. Throw to Kozar was in the dirt. He tried to pick it, and it banged off the heel of his glove. 1-1 pitch to McGarry. And he cracks this. Broken bat, a little bloop shot. Shallow left field, and Loving, the shortstop, backed up to make the catch. Out number 2.
I hate that sound there. Another bat go wasted as McGarry chops back and have to retrieve a new one.
And he's been getting sawed off.
Yeah.
Past few games, we saw that against Edmonton. Lost his bat, the one with the yellow handle. I like that one. It was kind of his signature, his flair. Broke it. Now swinging that piece of wood there. That one now can be chucked into the
wood chipper.
The wood pile, the wood chipper. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of a Santiago. 2 outs, runner on seconds. Sox up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Smith on the mound, right-hander, taking over for Seth Sumner, who had a pretty great outing here for Kelowna. Pitch to Santiago. That's right down Main Street for a strike. Sumner going 6 innings of 2-run ball. Nothing more you can really ask for. So, of course, you finally get him out of this game, bring in Smith, and 2 outs and a runner on. Just trying to get out of this inning. Hang a 0 if you can. 0-1 pitch to Santiago. A bit of a late swing. He slaps it foul right at the AppleSox dugout. 0-2 the counts. And Santiago in a deep hole here early on. 0-2. 2 outs. Runner on second. That's done. Reached via single with 1 out. Smith, the pitch. Santiago just spoils this high and out of play. Yeah, Smith led off the inning with a strikeout to Bryce Hampton. Now he's ahead of Santiago 0-2. Looking for his second strikeout in relief. Runs through his signs. Doesn't like the first few. And he likes this one. 0-2 to Santiago. High and away. Easy take. Ball 1. One-two count. 2 outs. Runner on. Sox leading by 2. And if Santiago can trade places with Dunn, they'd be up by 3. Can he get the job done? Here's the 1-2 pitch to Santiago. Well, outside, another easy take. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Santiago, big power threat. Love to see him go yard here. You had his Gonzaga Bulldog teammate Landon White do it earlier today. Would love to see another shot here.
And White on deck, eager for an at-bats. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch from Smith. Swing and a miss on the bottom of the zone. And they're going to call a balk on Lucas Smith. That is unfortuitous for him. It bumps Dunn to third. And a no pitch on Santiago, so the count's still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's going to be great for the Sox today. Now you got a runner 90 feet from the scoring, 2 outs. Changes the approach just a tad for Santiago.
And he swung and missed on the pitch that was called back for a balk. Count still 2-2. Looking to get a job done. Here's the offering from Smith. Santiago does exactly what he did a pitch before. Swings and misses on the breaking ball at his knees. And that ends the inning. The second strikeout for Smith in this inning of relief. Sox scoreless here in the 7th. No runs off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man stranded at third. That's done. They still lead 2-0. Now we're into the top of the 8th inning. Late in this game, Clint Beck taking over for Mitch Haythorne on the mound. We'll talk all about him when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
This summer, slide into summer fun at Slidewaters Lake Chelan, your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racer, bolt down their tube classic Thunder Rapids with just you on your tube or a party up to 4. Plunge down the completely enclosed Purple Haze or float down the lazy river. Slidewaters Lake Chelan for all the fun adventures. Go to slidewaters.com.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
7 innings scoreless. Only 5 hits, 1 walk, and a whopping 9 strikeouts. That's the final damage report for Mitch Haythorne, your starting right-hander today for the Sox, and he finally is relieved by who else but Clint Beck, the all-star, who is coming in here in the top of the 8th inning to shut down the Kelowna Falcons. This will be Beck's 9th appearance on the year. He's got a 2.16 ERA. And he struck out 13 while only walking 3. So Beck has been incredibly fun to watch for the Sox thus far this summer.
Yeah, Beck, I mean, no doubt he's an all-star. Also a sidearm pitcher. He's just got that extra arm side run. That's why he's so successful as well just being crafty.
Now he's got Cade Burnham here to start things in the 8th. Right-hander Beck from the mound, from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And he runs it inside, but just clips the corner for a strike. And Beck on loan from Weatherford Junior College. 0-1 count on Burnham. Here's the offering. And he tickles the outside edge this time, 0-2. And he got the inside edge for the first strike, the outside edge for the second strike. Let's see what he goes to here, 0-2, count on Burnham. No outs, no one on. Beck for the strikeouts. Way upstairs, obvious take, ball one. And Burnham, kid out of Meridian, Idaho. Freshman at the College of Southern Idaho. 1-2 count. Pitch from Beck. Swing and a miss on a slider well outside. Gets away from Owaduni, but he's able to pick it up, throw to first to complete the strikeout. What a way for Beck to start his outing of relief.
You get a feel for Beck, too. He was originally one of the only guys who wasn't a Gonzaga Bulldog, and then you got Raphael Dunn, so he's not feeling left out now.
Yeah, 5 All-Stars for the Sox, 3 of them Gonzaga Bulldogs. Landon White, Joe Thornton, Kainoa Santiago. And then, like you said, Clint Beck, the one outlier. As here's Eberwine. Pitch from Beck. Way inside, jackknifed away. 1 ball, no strikes. And like you said, Raphael Dunn, kid from UC San Diego, joining them. So, finally breaking the bias of Gonzaga Bulldogs. 1-0 count on Eberwine, 1 out, no one on. The pitch. Right down the middle. Eberwine just watches it zip past him for a strike. Eberwine, 0 for 3 today, 3 strikeouts. He was tormented by Haythorne all night tonight. As the 1-1, he shoots sharply on the ground to short. Hampton plays it on the backhand, makes the throw, and gets the outs.
Really good adjustment there by Hampton. You mentioned the backhand there as it just felt like the easier play of where he was going, working a tad to his right, is hold his ground, chest it up, and go down on the ground, scoop it up, and an easy throw over to first.
Yeah, speaking of All-Stars, here comes Jacob Loving. 1 of 2 All-Stars for the Falcons. It's Loving and Sumner, who was the starting arm today. And, of course, gave up those 2 runs. 2-0 AppleSox on top here in the 8th as Clint Beck's first pitch to Loving is well outside, gets away from Owaduni, ball 1. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 2-0 Sox on top. Landon White solo home run in the 3rd. And then Zach Doyle sac fly in the 6th. Beck, the pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. Now Loving, last summer, played Summer League in Ohio for the Grand Lake Mariners. And we got the Seattle Mariners here in Washington. Not the Grand Lake Mariners, different team. 2-0 pitch to Loving. And he takes this one just on the outside edge, strike 1.
Where do you think the Grand Lake League is? Or the Grand Lake and the Great Lakes? Okay.
I'm guessing Ohio. Somewhere around there. 2-1 count on Loving. The pitch. Low and away. Another good take from Loving. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I think I'm failing my geography now. Is Ohio next to a Great Lake?
I believe so. Potentially. They're all kind of up there in the Midwest, I'm pretty sure.
Man.
Some, in that area. Part of the United States. 3-1s. Loving. Ripped on a line to center field. Dropping right in front of Zach Doyle. And that is Loving's 3rd hit tonight. 3rd straight in this ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20, Reese Kozar.
Now Loving, showing why he's an all-star. Real consistent. He singled in the 3rd, singled in the 6th, and is now singled here in the 8th. Now, in the 3rd and the 6th, when he singled, he got stranded both times at first base.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 outs, and Kozar up to bat, who is 0 for 3 today. So I got a sneaking suspicion that is going to remain true for Loving, getting stranded at first. First pitch to Kozar is a slider that slides way outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Kozar at the plates. 2 outs and a runner on. Beck, long hold and the pitch. And he gets this on the inside edge, much to Kozar's chagrin. That's strike 1.
Yeah, Beck, talking to him pregame yesterday and before the Port Angeles game 3.
1-1 pitch to Kozar. Chops this off the plate. Beck coming off the mound, barehands it, throws to first, gets the out. That's the inning. Holy cow. Who said pitchers aren't athletes? Clint Beck. The barehand grab and the throw, a dart to first, and he hangs a 0 here in the 8th. No runs off one hit, no errors, and a man stranded. Sox leading 2-0. Now to the bottom of the 8th. It's time to get some insurance. Let's see if they can do it when we come back here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Lucas Smith winds and delivers the first pitch to Landon White here in the 8th, and he just eludes the bottom outside edge for a ball. That's a dangerous sight for the Falcons here. Landon White at the plates, already burned them for a solo home run back in the 3rd. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him. And he spits on this one on the outside white line. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, White's scary situation in Game 2 against Port Angeles was hit in the head in an at-bat.
2-0 count. Smith on the mound from the windup. Here's the offering. White takes this outside. 3 straight balls from Smith.
So when he was hit, you kind of get worried, as Kainoa Santiago was taken out for a week because he was hit in the head. Same situation with a concussion there. Thankfully, White's okay.
3-0 count. Let's see if he has the green lights. Pitch from Smith. Right down the middle. He did not have the green light. Let's make it 3-ball, 1-strike counts.
And plus, honestly, that pitch anyways, outer half fastball, no need to wave at it. Got to be perfect.
3-1 count, no outs, no one on. Smith trying to battle back into the at-bat. Pitch to White. And he gets on the hands and fouls it at the AppleSox dugout. Fills it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Bit late on that fastball. They're running inside on him at 88 miles an hour.
And the sun almost completely gone down here in Wenatchee. 73 degrees. Starting to cool off. And this game moving along. 9:01 p.m. We're in the 8th inning. About 2 hours elapsed. As Smith, a deep breath on the mound. And now delivers the payoff to White. High and tight, ball 4. Another leadoff walk for Landon White. That's how things start here in the 8th.
And the 6th, when that happened, he ended up scoring. So when Landon White leads off the with a walk, good things happen.
That's quality at bat number 8 for the Sox here in this ball game. Game 1 of the series, they're up 2-0 against Kelowna, who's second place in the West Coast League North Division. And they're kind of starting to turn into the rivals of the Sox here in the second half. And that's Paxton Bigby now, starting first baseman. Pitch from Smith. And he takes this low, and it just clips the bottom rung.
Which you enter in this season, you didn't think that would happen. As Kelowna last year, one of the lowest ranked teams in the whole WCL.
And the Sox beat him 5 times last year, only lost to him once. And now trying to beat him in game 1 of this series. 0-1 count, the pitch to Bigby. And he spits on the breaking ball, but it's put perfectly onto the outside corner for strike 2. And these Kelowna pitchers are showing why they're the best pitching team in the West Coast League. Best ERA, best whip, fewest walks allowed. 0-2 count, pitch to Bigby. And he throws the bat at this and just gets a piece to stay alive.
I like that there. You don't want to rest your fate of the at-bat into the umpire's hands. Just keep on battling. If it's close enough, offer at it.
Now Bigby changing allegiances in the West Coast League, starting Cowlitz, not in the West Coast League, Cowlitz not in the West Coast League, but now moving to Wenatchee this year. 0-2 pitch, skipped right on home plate. Cunningham had to wear off the chest protector, ball 1. Not sure where Cowlitz is, actually. What league is that in?
It's in WCL.
Is it in the WCL?
The Cowlitz Black Bears.
Are they in the South Division?
Yes.
That's what it is. You see, when you broadcast for a team in the North, the South kind of takes the back seats. Here's the 1-2 to Bigby. And again, throws the bat and just spoils this foul and stays alive. Yeah, Bigby with Cowlitz last year. 25 games played, 16 hits in total, 213 is average. So fairly decent numbers from Bigby. Washington kid who is playing at South Alabama in the spring. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way from Smith. Bigby check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, much to the surprise of everyone here in the ballpark, including Bigby, including Cunningham. They were shocked by that call.
Even Bigby thought that was strike 3. I mean, he's walking back to the dugout, a smile on his face now as he hops back in with another chance.
Yeah, Bigby hasn't been with the team long, but showing his big personality. 2-2 count. Smith, long hold, and now the pitch. Bigby, another check swing. This one, he did not go on, very obviously. They don't even check down. That's 3 balls, 2 strikes now.
They can draw a walk here after almost striking out. Be a great way to utilize that second chance.
Would be a quab. Work
Indeed.
the count full. Yeah. Definition of a quab. Payoff pitch to Bigby. Swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes, and he'll make the long walk back to the dugouts. Yeah, third strikeout for Smith in his outing today. Got Hampton to start the 7th, and then got Santiago to end the 7th. And now just put away Bigby here in the 8th. So 1 away for Tyler Jones, who has gotten a little bit of a cold streak of recently, but has broken that tonight, double in the 4th. Here's pitch to him. That is spiked outside. Cunningham had to pick it on the backhand. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Jones batting 158, 3 hits, a double, and a home run. That home run coming in game 1 against the lefties, a 3-run shot.
And he got his second double tonight. 1 for 2. 1-0 pitch to him. And he takes this one that just tickles the bottom rung. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. That's White there at first base. 2-0 AppleSox on top. Lucas Smith set from the belt. Here's the 1-1 to Jones. That is in the dirt. It spits away from Cunningham. Landon White is hustling down to second. Feet first slide. He is safe.
Great backup by Loving there. You learn it in Little League when a throw down is always backup after a throw. If he did, that could have gone into center field, and White could have gotten to third.
And Landon White was moving about as fast as his legs could carry him. He's a bit more of a heftier guy, so a bit hard to throw it into high gear. And for that reason, Darlington sees what we see and will swap him out for Gage Wareham, pinch running over at second base. And I like that decision because, you know, looking at Landon White running to second there, you know, he was running as fast as he could possibly go. Pumping his arms, you know.
Just got a speed advantage for Wareham.
Exactly, yeah. Guy was just a little quicker on the base paths and in scoring position with 1 out here in the 8th. Jones, 2-1 count at the plates. Smith, the pitch. Check swing in the dirt. Will they look down? No, they won't. That's going to be ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Looking for another walk here.
And Smith kind of struggling to get into the strike zone. He walks Landon White to start the inning. Now 3-1 count for Jones. Great counts. He has a double already tonight. He's going to get something to hit. Can he make it pay off? The 3-1 pitch. Jones takes this in the dirt, ball 4. Spits away from Cunningham. Wareham stealing third. Throw down. They got him. The tag slapped down right on his back. Wareham disagrees with it vehemently, and that's out number 2.
Like we always do with this.
And head coach Mitch Darlington disagrees as well, throws his hands up, a bit confused and a little frustrated.
So Wareham ate a face full of dirt on that head-first slide, and now walks back to the dugouts, 2 away. With runner on first base, though, Jones at first. The pitch was a ball, so he's on base with the second walk given up by Smith tonight. Now it's Zach Doyle. Pitch to him is low. Jones takes off for second. Head first slide. Swim move. He's safe as the ball spits away. And that's Tyler Jones' first stolen base as an AppleSox.
Honestly, if that throw was in time by Cunningham, because it was a bit offline, kicked away, Jones might have been called out.
Now Cunningham, a cannon from behind the plates. We saw that earlier today when Santiago was gunned down by a mile. 1-0 count on Doyle. Smith's pitch. High and away. That's an obvious take. Ball 2. And Smith missed low with the first pitch, high with the second pitch. Again, kind of struggling to find the zone. As pitching coach Josh Towers for Kelowna will walk out and talk to Smith. They have some men warming up in the bullpen. He's pointing down, taps the arm, and it looks like that might be the day for Smith as the head coach, Greg Zound, for the Falcons will trot out as a new face from the bullpen for Kelowna. Now we'll walk over to officially get checked out by the field ump. So we'll step aside and we'll meet who this new pitcher is for the Falcons here in the 8th when we come back. You're listening to AppleSox Baseball. I'm Smith Slide, joined by Jackson Dodd. Don't go anywhere on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Jeff is back from the Country Inn Family Restaurant. You have prime rib on Friday and Saturday.
Always Friday and Saturday. He's tired of barbecuing. Come on out and let me do the cooking. We got slow roasted prime rib served up Friday and Saturday night. I start serving it around 3:30, 4 o'clock until we run out.
And remember, if you're hungry like me, early in the morning, guess who's open up for breakfast 7 days a week?
Down here at the Country Inn.
Off Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, the Country Inn Family Restaurant. How long have you been in business?
Going on over 40 years, since 1975.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you take care.
When saying goodbye feels overwhelming, Brookside Funeral Home is by your side. The Moeller family and our staff, now serving the Wenatchee Valley with the same award-winning compassion and dedication we have shared for years as an independent, locally owned funeral home. Brookside Funeral Home, helping you honor life and celebrate memories. Brookside Funeral Home, here for you when it matters most. Learn more at brooksidefuneral.com.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
And the day is finally over for Lucas Smith. He goes just 1 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts though, and no runs, so scoreless for him. But that could change with Tyler Jones at second base and Matthew Prieto coming out of the pen, making his 7th appearance on the year. He's made 3 starts, but this would now be his 4th appearance in relief. 9.64 ERA for him, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks. So really drowning on that strikeout to walk ratio. Junior out of Buena Park, California, from Cal State, LA. And he takes over left-hander, taking over here in the 8th with 2 outs. So just need to get 1 out to get out of the frame.
You're kind of surprised that they put him in here. 9.64 ERA and drowning in the walk to strikeout ratio. And this close of a game, 2-0 in a game 1, looking for, they're not down by much. You'd think they would throw in maybe a more high leverage arm than Prieto here.
And Doyle's going to continue his at-bats against Prieto. Started by Smith and now continued by Prieto. Jones at second base. He stole seconds to basically end the outing for Smith. 2-0 count on Doyle. 2 outs here in the 8th. 2-0 Sox on top. Pitch from Prieto. Doyle really cuts and misses on that one. Breaking ball. Took a hack and a half at it and got nothing.
And trying to go yard in that swing right there. Why not, right?
Get his first home run as an AppleSox. Deep right field if you can. That'll be a 2-run shot. Would make it 4-0 Sox. Prieto comes set from the belt buckle. Long hold, looks to second, and now delivers. Swing and a miss. And Doyle, count evens on 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The same swing right there. Trying to put as much on the swing as possible and bring in Jones over at second base.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, that's Jones. Doyle at the plates. Prieto from the stretch, left-hander, kicks and deals. Lined, a few skips to short. Loving plays it while falling to the ground, gets to his feet, makes the throw to first, and gets the out to end the inning. So, AppleSox, no runs off, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left stranded. They don't get any insurance here in the 8th, but now we're into the top of the 9th. The Sox just 3 outs away from a opening game win in this series against the Kelowna Falcons. They lead 2-0. Find out, can they get it done? Well, we'll see when we come back for the top of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. AppleSox Baseball only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Running a business is no small task. Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Libke Insurance. At Libke Insurance, we take the headache out of shopping for the right insurance protection. Our experienced agents will review our numerous top companies to find the right protection at the best price. Let us take care of the risks so you can concentrate on your business. Let's talk today.
Libke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at Libke.com.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves a ding or dent in your car or truck, take it to Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service. Family owned, Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service will give you a free estimate and will handle all the paperwork. If you need auto repair, they can do that too, including checking the air conditioner, oil changes, tune-ups, diagnostics, and more. Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service.
Still at 1422 North Miller, Suite A in Wenatchee.
We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
3 outs away from a win in Game 1 of the series, and who else to take the mound but the All-Star Joe Thornton, making his 7th appearance of the year. 5 of them then starts, just his 2nd here in relief. And if he can get it done, the Sox will win Game 1 of this series.
He is no rookie to this situation, however. Last year, he was the AppleSox's #1 closer, picked up 3 saves at team best and a 1.77 ERA with 17 strikeouts.
And he's got Sealkin, Embleton, and Cunningham. The 3 Falcons he'll at least face here in the 9th. Now Thornton, like we said, he's Victoria bound, an all-star left-hander from the mound. Working from the third base side of the rubber, he breathes and fires to Sealkin. And this is a ground ball shot right to Bigsby at first. Easy play to step on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the 9th.
Thornton's just so effective. He knows what to do in the situation. You can throw him really wherever you want in a game, and it'll be so effective.
Now Jacob Embleton with 1 out and no one on. Embleton, the junior out of El Calhoun, California. And comes to Kelowna from Cal State San Marcos. 2 years at Grossmont before that. First pitch from Thornton. And he takes this down the middle for a strike. And Grossmont, another one of those schools that feeds into Kelowna. 0-1 count on Embleton. Thornton, the offering. Line straight away center. Doyle coming in, dives, and it gets behind him. That ball's going to roll all the way to the warning track. Embleton's around second. He's going to get into third. Will they wave him home? No, they won't. They'll hold him at the base. The throw in to Owoduni. No play there, of course. Embleton holding at third, but a stand-up triple with 1 out here in the 9th.
You know, I appreciate the effort by Doyle there to dive and go for that ball, but in this situation, it's better to play it safe than be the hero.
Yeah, Doyle. One of the most embarrassing plays in baseball. a failed diving attempt that gets back behind you to straight away center field, basically rolled to the 408 sign here at Paul Thomas. Lights have come on. Sun is almost completely gone down. Now the first pitch to Cunningham. Grounds this to the right side. Big D cuts it off. Calls off Thornton. He steps on first base for the outs. But Embleton scores 2-1. The cushion for the Sox just got a whole lot thinner.
You know, Thornton thrives in situations like this. However, it's just unfortunate. You know, it's a triple that could have been, at best, a double, most likely a single.
2 away. Nobody on for Justin Tucker, the starting left fielder tonight for the Falcons. 2-1. Sox up by a single run. Thornton. Here's the pitch to Tucker. And he takes this right down Broadway for a strike.
Thornton, in his first appearance this year, he picked up a save before transitioning to the starting role. So he's got it.
0-1 count. 2 outs and a blank canvas. Thornton, he wants a win here in game 1. The pitch to Tucker. Line to center field. Doyle settled underneath it. Makes the catch. The Sox win. 2-1, your final score here in game 1 of the series versus Kelowna. Got a little scary there here in the 9th. But Thornton takes care of business and shows why he's an all-star. They get the final out. They win 2-1. And we'll talk all about it here on the postgame show when we come back. You're listening to AppleSox Baseball. I'm Smith Sly, joined by Jackson Dodd. Don't go anywhere. Postgame show due up here in a little bit on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank member FDIC.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special health care needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
AppleSox fans, summers are hot, and the last thing you want is to turn on your car's AC and out blows hot air. Get your air conditioner recharged at Mid-Valley Automotive for just $287.74. And keep cool. This includes 2 pounds of 134A Freon. Mid-Valley Automotive works on all foreign and domestic models. Mid-Valley Automotive, 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee.
This summer, splash your cares away and create unforgettable memories. Treat your family and friends to Slidewaters Lake Chelan. Overlooking the majestic Lake Chelan Valley, Slidewaters is your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racers, slide down the completely enclosed Purple Haze, float down the Lazy River, and the kids will love the Aqua Zoo.